You ready? Whoop, whoop. Oh, I have got a crashed screen. Look at that. It's crashed on me straight as I've gone live. Right, guys. Well, the reason for the stream today is because I was going to go through 2 games this evening. And the first one, whoa, go live and I get issues. Why? I've been sent a game to have a look at. And I thought what I would do is it would be nice if I could stream this and you guys could give me your input. I've put no camera, but the camera probably will come on later on. Reason being is because I've been pottering around doing things. I've not even sorted everything out properly, and I just wanted to get on tonight because I don't know if I'll get on tomorrow because I've got a meeting in Dudley. So the game on the title is called Fantasy Blacksmith. I've been looking at it. It's not really something that I would normally stream, but it's about making swords. As crazy as it seems, guys, it's about making swords. Wow. You have to make swords. Fantasy swords and things. So I just was going to have a look at this for probably half an hour or an hour or so. See what you guys think to it, because there may be people out there who want to make a sword. I'm going to delete that slot, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start again on this. I am going to start again on this one. I'm just checking my stream and things through, guys, because I've just quickly threw this lot together to sort things out. So good evening, Dev, how are you? I'm going to try and run my screen again at the back because for some reason it's froze on me. So what I'm going to do is try and work out why that screen has froze on me first, because that doesn't normally freeze. What's that all about? I get issues with the stream. Oh my god. Bum, 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 bum. Does that one work? Let's try that one. So that Pro Mods works. I've been making screens today, guys. So you'll have to bear with me 1 second. That's right, so that's frozen. Normally when that freezes, I have to restart OBS. Really happy today, my new rig. Oh! It's just, when you say it's just being delivered, as in, are you on it now? Are you actually using it now? That's a fruity one, that one. Oh, on it just. Okay. So I was off most of the day today. I could. Oh, not yet set it up. Okay, that's fine. So get it sorted, and then we'll see what you can do. I think you will notice. I think you'll notice a big difference in it compared to your laptop, and I think what will happen is you'll kind of get a little bit more, you'll kind of feel a lot better about some of your games as well when you start playing them, so that's good. Pleased for you, really pleased. So we'll click play on this and we'll see what we've got. This is an early version, so you may bump into some bugs in the future. We will do our best to fix all the bugs, blah blah blah. If you want to help this project, which is blah blah blah, that's been sent to me as well, by the way, guys. So I've got to send things back. I want to be the best blacksmith in the land. I need to be at the top of the list. I will not be easy. I will have to comprehend, not just learn the blacksmith, but also, oh, spelling's not right, Riddick magic, and one day I will become the best and the most famous blacksmith in town. 50 added that. So the idea is it's showing you all the controls, WASD, hand controls for the tongs, tab, show the amount of money in reception, escape, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to do that. Now you've got an introduction, you've got a draft which shows you how everything works, what you need to do. I've been through all this. The draft, the creation of the sword begins with the drawing. The sword consists of 8 parts, blade 5 parts, cross guard handle in the top. Using the large number of options in your imagination, you can create a huge number of unique swords. To enter the design mode, press E on the drawing paper, but be careful in combining difference in thickness and blades. Oh, delivered about 10 minutes ago. Oh, that's good. That if it was a what do we call them, Amazon delivery. To work with metal, it is necessary to heat it up to the furnace, to the blade, to heat. I'm not going to read through all this. So in other words, that's telling you exactly what you need to do: forging, grinding, smelting, compiling, selling, and magic. So the selling side of it is, after all this, you can sell your sword and get money for it. Hang your sword on the wall and head to the door to meet the potential buyer. So that's what we're going to try and do. So achievement table. To make Damascus steel, you need to buy a set of metal plate, metal box, and melt them into a blade. Also, that's why I couldn't do Damascus. I was trying to work out why I couldn't do that. No, delivered personally by the shop. Oh, okay, that's all right then. So what you've done... Okay, so you've been to the shop, you've told them the specs, well, you've had a look at what you want, you've told them the specs, you've put your bits in and everything, and they've personally delivered it to you. That's good. That is really good, that is. Skip tutorial. Let's go back to Forge. I don't want to have... Let me just see if it's keeping any of my saves. Oh, here we go, look. I've got no saves or nothing, so we're going to start from the beginning. The game runs relatively well. It's dead smooth. It runs good. I'll say that much about it. Mr. Adam Appletech, I've just seen your landing, sir. I've just seen your landing. So the game runs relatively well. It's clean, looks good. Oh boy. So first of all, you have to go over to your... Use the map to buy bronze ingots and make your first sword draft. So G to close. So go to the map, we go to the village, press forge, and we're looking for... At least I'm not the only one without a cam today. Yeah, I mean, mine might come on later on at the moment. It's here. If I press the button, it should come on. If I do that, the camera's there. Woo! It's just that there are certain times when I'm playing certain games, I want you guys to see more of the game rather than me. So in order to make a blade, I think you have to get your ingot. Went home and was packing everything, green screen and all lights and all, but forgot to pack the camera. I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing. So at the tip, we need a... What? We'll go for... I'm going to go for basic just to show you the game. We need a handle. So we will go for that as a guard. We'll pick a handle. We'll have to go for thickness. That's right. And then I think it's that one. Yeah, wonderful. So that is us designing. So we've designed it. Okay, and we've got a tip. So we've designed that. Add blade. So we've added that now to the cart. So all that's been added to the cart. 1 second, guys, because my dogs are doing me head in today. It's kind of, do you know, I think it would, like what you just said, I think it's like what you've said, Adam. It would be more the type of game that is around people that play things like Skyrim and that and want to make swords. Because when I was sent it, I'm looking and thinking, Damascus sword to me means nothing. But then you guys might find it interesting. So we've designed the sword, from what I'm aware. So I need a guard piece. So I'm going to go for 3 stuff just to make 1 sword to start with. We need a guard. I'm going to go for everything free. We need a handle, but we'll make the handle cheap. I think that's all we need. We've done the handle, the guard. We've done that. Oh, I've bought an extra guard, you see. So if I go in, I don't need that guard. I'm using this one. So we've got a pine handle and we've got the bronze to make it. So this is where the game becomes interesting now. So you buy it. Oh, I know what I haven't got first. I haven't got one piece. Map. I haven't got one piece. I didn't get the tip. I haven't bought a tip. I've designed it, but I didn't get a tip. So add. Right, now we've got the tip end. Okay. So then you go to your cart and you buy. So when you buy, this case goes up to the ceiling, and what that does now is you have to wait. I think it's 30 seconds. Oh God, 3 seconds. And then when it comes down, you have your bits. So we've got the handle and all the bits. Now I have looked at the game and I've found the game that to prepare to do something is always a good thing. So to make your handle, you go so. Let's put the volume up a little bit on the game because I did find it quite interesting, but it's kind of something that it's one of those where it's I think it's the achievement side that you have to look at. So we've then put all the bits in ready to make the sword handle, but it's what you have to do that's not annoying, I should say. It's interesting. So obviously there's your forge. So around your forge, obviously you're going to need coal to go into it. So you've got your coal. Pick your coal up. Drop your coal. Oh, let's drop the coal in properly. Or that might work. It has worked. So then you get your ingot. Drop your ingot in. And if you've ever used a forge, guys, you know that you have to put pressure on it in order to... I don't need to read all that to get the gas up. Mr. Cannablitz is coming in with, my God, 2 years. 2 years. You know, Mr. Cannablitz, I have to say this. You are an absolute superstar. And to let everybody know, you were my very first subscriber. You were my very first sub, sir. And you have come in again with a 2-year subscription to the 50 Plus Gamers channel. As you always do. He's always in the background listening and making sure that 50 is not being a muppet. I get it, and thank you very much for that. I will let you know that I will be purchasing Cooking Simulator. So you guys are going to watch 50 burn his food. So that's something to look forward to. There we go. I think we've done it there. I think we've done it. Thank you very much, Dev. So we've got to keep this going. Well, you're going to have to pop in and show me what to do when I do get it. So... Right, so what we've got now is we have to get the tongs out. So to get the tongs out, you press Q. You get the ingot on. Get rid of your tongs. Great pup, the man, the myth, the legend. Howdy doody. And we make a sword. So this is early access. So at the moment, I've sent a little bit of a review, and I did actually send the review saying pending my stream, because I don't know how many people would have looked at a game like this and thought, I think I might want to make a Damascus sword. So the idea is you've got to keep, you can see the chart at the top, which is kind of giving you, and as you can see, it's changing color. When it's changing color, you understand it's cooling down. There we go. So I tend to wait until it's about there. I've over hammered it just here, but I try to keep it at one level there. Then what I will do is put it back in the forge, Get the temperature. You've actually got this thing here, look, which is quite interesting. And what this does for you, look, when you put it over, it tells you the temperature of the forge, which is nice. So we're not yet at 1,000 degrees. But we will get there. So we're at 1,000 degrees and you can see the colour changing. So I think we have to be careful that we don't melt the thing as well. That's a point. So we'll get the tongs out. We'll put it back on and we'll see if we can. I like the way it's coming up with all this telling me what to do. But because I've looked at the game and that and thought to myself, it is interesting. I probably would have liked something like this that was more story based. And the idea is you'll see what happens eventually when it comes to, we're close. Now I'm going to try and finish it. You can see what's happening now at this end. It's forming a sword. Now I have to be careful the colours changing because I don't really want to put it back in. So what happens is you can't normally get the end part done if the colour changes. That's what I wanted. I want to hit this. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Completely done. It's amazing how I seem to have done better on stream than I did off stream. So if you look at the chart at the top, it's saying that you've completely done it. So the quality of the forge is good. It's done. Complete. So then what we have to do, I like this. I kept looking at this game and thinking, I know I not do as good on stream because you guys, obviously you have to cool the metal down. Once you've cooled the metal down, right, so that's nice and cool. Then you would need to sharpen the blade. So you've got your grinder here. Get it ready on the grinder. So the better the sharpness and the assembling with the handle parts, the higher the reputation. So you kind of get reputation on how sharp it is and everything else. Now the problem that I've been having with this is I haven't worked out a way of doing this so that I get probably 100% on everything. That's basic. No one is criticising your work off stream, lol. Well, nobody can see my work off stream, so they can't criticise it, can they? That's the difference. Right, so let me try and get this thing going. So spin the wheel, 50, and let's get it going. Now, if you see the grinding accuracy at the bottom left, 89% so far, and that's probably, you know, the kind of percentage you're looking at. 100% would be great. 90%, I'm doing far better. And I don't know if it's to how long you keep the grind wheel on it. 80%. So we'll get a total accuracy at the end, and we can work out. Right, we're coming to the last one, guys. Oh, look at that. I let my send down. Didn't leave it on the grinding long enough, look. So we got a total accuracy of 81%. That's not bad, to be fair. So that's finished. So we have to take this now to the assembly point. I can get a lot of money off this. So take it over to the assembly point. We've done these bits already, you see. We've added the tip to the handle and the guard. Okay, so we've done that. So we then go to the assembly. Put it in the assembly. Now you've got another chart that you have to work on. Don't you love the game? Don't you just love the game, how it's all built in charts? So the idea is you press the trigger at the right speed and it's not supposed to touch the top. It's supposed to finish anywhere between here because that's your good line. That's your 100%. Well, that would be your 90 to 100%, and that will be a fail. Anything below that. So watch 50 in his work. Oh! You know what? I'm telling you now, I'm not going to play any game off stream. I am always going to learn my games on stream. Every time. So, every time I get a game, I will learn it on stream. I seem to concentrate better. Look at that. Average 95%. That is stunning. So we then have to put the handle on. I think the game is quite interesting. More interesting to those people that I would say are into this kind of thing, you know. I wouldn't normally want to build a sword. Wow, look at that. 98.3. Jeez, you might as well just give me 100% for that. And then we have to put the tip on. Yeah, do you know what I mean, Greg? Pop. Off with his head. Well, the difference with this blade, I don't know if it could take somebody's head off, because if you look at the blade, it looks a bit pants. The blade does. So a total of 96.66. So, finish that one. Now, the blade has to go upstairs. What happened? I will show you the rest of the... we've just built a quick sword. I should have really gave... Whoa! I should have gave you guys a look around. Make an avatar and show his head. Do you know what? I know. Not good, is it? 666. Mark of the beast. So... Now, somebody's knocked on the door straight away. So what you have to do is go to the door. I didn't really want anyone knocking on the door so quick, but we'll do this. So if it says hello, I'm going to go. I'm going to go by. And I'll show you what happens. If you do this, if you hit the do not disturb, you can actually... Is that time already? You can actually get your swords built up. So let me just show you this in... Come on, 50. Are you drunk? How's somebody knocking at the door and it says do not disturb? So, all the swords and shields that you make go in this area here ready to... I'm going to have to answer this door, guys, sorry. Is he going to give me 300 for that? 159 he's going to give me for that sword. I'm going to go buy. And do not disturb. So you go down the stairs. Or, do you know what? Leave them knocking. And I don't understand this part of the game yet, but I believe that this is going to be an expansion, because you can go down to this level, but you can't go anywhere else. You can't go nowhere. So I do believe, because the game's early access, that's going to be an expansion of it. That's what I believe. I'm going to have to go back upstairs and sell this sword, because they are not going to leave me alone. Hello. Hello, mister. I want to buy a cheap sword below 300 coins. Do you have one? You're still offering me 159 for that. Buy. So these are the people. This gives you a blacksmith list of reputation. I don't know why it's brought that up straight away, because I'm nowhere near. You see, somebody wants this sword. The sex dungeon. Ollie, how are you? The sex dungeon. You are supposed to be a smithy, not a knocking shop. I've not known them to knock at the door so much. I haven't known them to do that, to be fair. Right, let's have a look. He's still offering me 159, so I'm going to say buy. And I'm going to put the do not disturb on, to be honest. I think what it's telling me is that I'm either going to have to sell the first sword that I've made. So I'm just going to sell it. Just to get rid of them. Yes, you can have it.
G is for good, right? Ye totally 50. That's what him.
Honestly. Ollie. Right, we're going to sell it. Right. So I got 159 coins. That, for me, for a display, stays up far too short. Your tutorial, I didn't know I was playing a tutorial. Your tutorial is over. You have sold your first sword. Right, your opinion about this early access on the Steam, and okay, I've done that already. If they knock again, stab him in the wow, great pup. That was incredibly violent. Honestly, that was incredibly violent. That was. Now I can't open the door, you see. So the sword's gone, look. The sword's been purchased. So we've got 159. It doesn't give us a book of what we've sold and how we've sold them. That's what it doesn't do. Now, the one thing I need to purchase is coal. So where you go to the map, go to the village, go to the forge, we need to get coal. And it's like when you're in certain windows, you want to see what money you've got straight away. You not have to go looking through things. So that's one of the things I sent back saying about the game. That you want to see your money all the time. Whether it's listed below this where it says map and close and cart. Because these are here all the time. As soon as you go into it, they're there. But you don't see your money until you go into the cart. Once you go into the cart, you then go, oh, I can't afford that. You want to see your money before you go into the cart so you know what you've got, how much you've got to spend. I don't go to the shop to buy something and then go, well, how much is that? Oh, I tell you what, I'll have to come back because I've got to go and get the money now because I didn't know how much it was going to be. Anyway, so we've got coal at the moment. We want to make another sword. The reason we can only get bronze is because we don't have the other forge that can make the bronze and the iron together. So first of all, if we're going to make another one of them swords, that's going to give us another 159. So if I take a different guard, I'm not going to make it out of bronze. It's just the money I'm looking at the moment. So we'll add that. The handle, we'll make this handle out of oak, which might bring a little bit more money in. And we'll go for the tip as a pummel. And we'll make it out of oak as well. Yeah, that's another, yeah, that's right, yeah. That's another way of doing it. Make a Damascus steel sword. But in order to do that, I've got to buy another furnace though, haven't I? That's what I'm that's what I'm under the understanding of. Because Damascus is two different metals melted together, isn't it? I'm sure. So we've got the polymer that. Did we get the ingot? Let me just check the cart. No, we didn't get an ingot. And an ingot's going to cost me 100. So we need to get an ingot. We need one of those. So we're going to do that blade because we designed the blades and add them. So what I'm going to do, if I can get some money next time, they're knocking on the door and I haven't got a sword, then we'll do that. So cart, going to cost me 175, price 165, all right, so buy, and then we'll go upstairs and see what this guy's doing. Right, who's at my door? You can also do things like, hi, what's up? I want to buy a cheap sword below. I don't have one. You can also sharpen blades and things like that in the game. They'll come knock on the door and say, you know, can you sharpen this blade? Can you do that? So the first thing we've got to do is wait for this to come down, which is going to take only 8 seconds. So while that's going, we can get the fire. We can get the fire sorted. So that's come down now. So we've got all the parts we need. Oh, that was a bit funny now. Let's drop the ingot in. Probably. only because I made it. That's why I probably can't handle it. So what I do is, while that's getting to the temperature I need it to, I set the blade handle up. I always put the parts in for the blade handle. So this one, we've kind of made the handle complete oak. So we'll see how we go. Dar. That's going to take a bit to do. Look at the map and see if there's anything else that we can do on here. You see, you can buy different... See, we can do that. You can't draft that till you've got your metals, I think. It says blade drawing of a... Oh, hang on. I've already done that. I've got 2. So take that one out. So we'll buy that. If I go buy... I want to know about this Damascus one, because I don't know how to do a Damascus blade. Right, so that's... Let's check the temperature of this. As long as it's at 1,000, we're fine. We are more than 1,000, so that's fine. We'll get that taken out. Drop that on there. We'll get going. We'll get cooking. Right. See, I'm right in thinking that as a blacksmith, you would it be better for the devs to put a handle assembly on the desk? Well, look, don't ask. If you're if you're telling me how they've come up with this game, I cannot answer that at all, and I can't, because you're right in what you're saying, but I think it's kind of like making an assembly line. If I can get further on this one, because it's a lot hotter. I left it in a lot longer, didn't I? Now it's cooling down, as you can see, and it won't move. Like, you see, it takes a lot longer to move, so not a good effort there. So we'll drop that straight back in. See, the problem you've got is the larger the... Yes, there's no like a glitching game, is there? There's not like a game that glitches. See, I have to ask the question when you say that, Dev. Look at all this space I've got here. Now, depending on how you can get your... Because you look, you've got shields that you can make. So depending on how much money you can make off this... Can you sharpen my sword? Yes, I can sharpen your sword. I still have to be careful that I've got that ingot in the furnace there. Now, to sharpen this blade, if I don't sharpen the blade correctly, I don't get much money off it. So 85 is not bad. If I can do another... No, never watched it. Total accuracy, look. So 67, he's not going to be happy. Watch this, watch. 17. No, not happy at all. Bye. And I bet my metal's practically melting now. I've lost it. Oh my God, look at this. Wow. See how weird that is, look. It's not moving at all. This bit here Here we go. Come on. Come on. Right, here we go. One more on there. There we go. That's that done. Let's get this thing done and shaped up. This is white hot, this one. So it's been in a lot longer than it should have been in, which has softened the metal. Look at that. And I can see like little bits. I try to see, the better you get it, the better. And then there it goes. Look, you can see the colour changing as it's cooling down. So it's cooling down now. We'll get that picked up. Drop that in the water. Get that sorted. That's that done. And let's see if I can grind this one better. Okay, come on 50, you can do better than the other guy. You see, I thought the idea would have been that all you would have done is just kept it on the grinder and it would have just gone completed. But it doesn't work like that. It's an achievement for you to work out how to release the grinder. It's all about people that forge weapons as a competition. Really interesting to watch. Probably is. I don't know if it's anything from... I don't understand where this game's actually come from as such. Right, come on. Towards the end, 50. You can't do bad. I've got 61, 66, 81, 85. So this needs to be close into the 90s. Nope. There you go, look. 50's done. Right. Let's take this one and assemble that one. Oh, that's not good. I know straight away. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's put the next part on that one. I'll be under the 90. Oh, 100% on that one, 91.70. The assembly part in it is okay and things like that, but I don't... Get 100%. Come on! So 93.88, so I did better on this one than I did on the last one. So that can go upstairs ready to be sold as well. I don't understand why you have to go upstairs to sell them. This is one thing that gets me as well. Why upstairs to sell a sword? Right, somebody was not... I can't... It then tells you as well the handle cheap, very good, very bad. Total price, 156. But it's told you the price before you've actually gone to the door, you see. So that's all they'll pay. Hello, can you assemble my blade with a handle part? Yeah, I can do that for you, mate. Let's get that done for him. See, this will bring a little bit of cash in for us. Probably buy us some coal. Probably all it will do. That's not bad.